Hello everyone. We'll start our new topic, matter in our surroundings. See, everything around us, we have been seeing different variety of things around us. These are of different shape, size, texture. For example, you take table and chair on which you are studying. See, these are also of different shape. Now, the flower vase, the table, the books, the refrigerator, the fridge, all are of different size and shape. Everything in this universe is made up of material which scientists have named matter. So, the air we breathe, the food we eat, stones, clouds, stars, plants, and animals, and even a small drop of water or a particle of sand, everything is matter. जितनी चीज़ें we see around us, चाहे वो गैस की फॉर्म में हो, एयर हो, या the living things हो, plants, animals, that are included in matter. Anything that occupies space and has mass is called matter. चारों ओर जितनी भी चीजें हैं, कोई तो स्पेस ऑक्यूपाई करता है या उनका मास होता है, तो दैट इज इंक्लूडेड इन. So according to Indian philosophers, living or non-living things were made of 5 basic elements. Modern day scientists has evolved 2 types of classification of matter based on their physical and their chemical nature. So they said that matter can be classified on the basis of the physical properties. What were the physical properties? That matter is made up of particles. So for a long time, 2 schools of thought prevailed regarding the nature of matter. There was 2 societies or schools which were saying about the nature of matter. One school thought nature to be continuous like a block of wood. See, they were saying that matter is continuous in nature, and the other thought that matter was made up of particles like sand. So, what would they do? We have to do an activity here. See, we are taking a beaker with 500 ml of 100 ml beaker. We are filling half the beaker with water and mark its level. Dissolve some salt and sugar with the help of the glass rod. So what we'll observe that after dissolving some salt or sugar, the level of the water does not decrease. जब भी आप अपने घर में नॉर्मल लेमनेड बनाते हो या कुछ भी शुगर को डिसॉल्व करते हो पानी में, तो लेवल ऑफ वाटर डज नॉट राइज and the sugar disappears after a certain amount of time. When we dissolve salt in water, the particles of salt get into the spaces between particles of water. See, what it does is, here are the particles of water and the salt gets into the molecular spaces of the water. So उसके अंदर वो जाके dissolve हो जाता है. That means the sugar disappears and the level of water does not change. Now, how small are these particles of matter? We'll understand it by an activity. Take 2 or 3 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve them in 100 ml water. Potassium permanganate is pink in color, so what I'll do is I'll take 100 ml water. I'll take 2 to 3 crystals of potassium permanganate and dissolve in it. Take out approximately 10 ml of this solution and put it into 90 ml of clear water. So what I am doing is I am taking out 10 ml potassium permanganate and 90 ml water mein I'll dissolve it. Again I am taking out 10 ml of this solution and putting it into another 90 ml of clear water. I'll keep on diluting this solution like 5 to 8 times. With every dilution, though the color becomes light, it is still visible. जैसे ही हम आगे आगे डाइल्यूट करते रहेंगे, पिंक कलर विल स्टार्ट टू डिसअपियर एंड इट विल बिकम लाइट, बट इट विल बी स्टिल विजिबल. Therefore, there must be millions of tiny particles in just one crystal of potassium permanganate, which keeps on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. मतलब हमने 3 to 4 crystals डाले. While I was keeping on diluting the solution, तब भी I had to see the pink color inside in the last beaker. So these crystals were so small, but they were simply keep on dividing themselves into smaller and smaller particles. So the characteristics of particles of matter are, particles of matter have space between them. अभी हमने स्टडी करा कि जब भी हमने पानी में शुगर या सॉल्ट डिसॉल्व करी, शुगर एंड सॉल्ट गॉट इनटू द मॉलिक्यूलर स्पेसेस ऑफ द वाटर, so they have space between them. Whenever we make tea, coffee or lemonade, Particles of one type of matter get into the spaces between particles of the other. This shows that there is enough space between particles of matter. Particles of matter are continuously moving. See, we'll understand this by an activity. We light an incense stick. If we put an unlit incense stick in a corner, we do not observe any smell. But now we light it. The smell can be sensed even from a distance, because जो उसकी smell है, that will go into the air particles, and the air particles will travel, so they are continuously moving, and therefore we can sense it from a long distance as well. Now next activity we have is drop a crystal of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is blue in color, or potassium permanganate, pink in color, into a glass of hot water and another containing cold water. Do not stir the solution. Allow the crystals to settle at the bottom. The solid crystals dissolve easily in hot water than in cold water. See, what we'll observe that color will appear in the case of hot water more easily than in the case of cold water, because the crystals dissolve easily in hot water. Hot water, its temperature is more, therefore according to the temperature the crystals will dissolve in a solution. The particles of a matter are continuously moving. They possess kinetic energy. We have studied what is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy when an object is in continuous motion. So the particles of matter are continuously moving, so they will have kinetic energy in them. And as temperature rises, particles move faster. तो जब पार्टिकल्स ज़्यादा तेज़ मूव करेंगे तो उनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी, एंड विद द इंक्रीज इन द काइनेटिक एनर्जी पार्टिकल्स डिसॉल्व ईजिली हो जाएंगे. सो हॉट वाटर में उनकी काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज़्यादा होती है, इसलिए क्रिस्टल्स डिसॉल्व मोर ईजिली इन हॉट वाटर. Particles of water intermix on their own with each other. They do so by getting into the spaces between the particles. So the intermixing of particles of two different type of matter on their own is called diffusion. जब भी कोई दो या टू से ज़्यादा मैटर मिक्स होता है आपस में, दैट इज कॉल्ड डिफ्यूजन. एंड ऑन हीटिंग डिफ्यूजन बिकम्स फास्टर, क्योंकि इंटरमोलिक्यूलर मूवमेंट ज़्यादा बढ़ जाता है एंड उससे हीटिंग से डिफ्यूजन फास्टर होगा. मिक्सिंग ऑफ टू टाइप्स ऑफ मैटर इज ईजी. थर्ड प्रॉपर्टी, पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर अट्रैक्ट ईच अदर. The particles of matter have force between them. This force keeps the particles together. This molecular force varies from one kind of matter to another. See, solid है, एक हम log of wood लेते हैं, अब उसमें हर पार्टिकल आपस में बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग कनेक्शन से अट्रैक्टेड है, उनमें मॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन बहुत ज़्यादा है. तो अगर हम उसको तोड़ना चाहेंगे अपने हाथ से तो हम नहीं तोड़ पाएंगे. अब हम लिक्विड लेते हैं. लिक्विड में स्विमिंग पूल का एग्जांपल लेंगे. अगर हम अपने हैंड से वाटर को कट करना चाहते हैं तो वी कैन ईजिली कट. सो लिक्विड में मॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन इज लेस एज कंपेयर टू सॉलिड. एंड गैस में तो वी कैन ईजिली मूव आवर हैंड्स, सो गैस हैज लीस्ट मॉलिक्यूलर फोर्स ऑफ अट्रैक्शन. सो इट कैन बी रिटन एज सॉलिड, then liquid and gas, intermolecular force of attraction. So we have studied three properties. First was particles have space between them. Second, particles were constantly moving. And third, they attract each other. Next, we have questions on page number 3. Which of the following are matter? Chair. See, chair is thing which we can touch and has mass, so it is a matter. Air. Air is also things we see and has mass. Love, no. Smell, no. Hate, no. Almonds, yes. Thought, no. Cold, no. It is a feeling. Lemon water, yes, it is a liquid. Smell of perfume, no. Give reason. Smell of hot sizzling food reaches you several meters away, but to get the smell of cold food you have to go close. Yeah, because particles with high temperature, हॉट फूड का हाई टेम्परेचर होगा, सो हाई टेम्परेचर एक्वायर हाई काइनेटिक एनर्जी. आई हैव टोल्ड यू, हाई टेम्परेचर में हाई काइनेटिक एनर्जी होगी, हाई मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स होगा, सो मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स विल बी फास्ट. मूवमेंट ऑफ पार्टिकल्स विल बी फास्ट ओवर अ स्ट्रेच. The diver is able to cut through water in a swimming pool. Which property of matter does this show? Weak molecular force of attraction. Weak molecular force of attraction. Gases में सबसे कम होता है, इसलिए liquid में कम होता है comparative to solid, so we can cut into the water. What are the characteristics of particles of matter? First, they attract each other. Second, they are continuously moving. And third, intermolecular force between them. Intermolecular spaces between them. Spaces between the particles. Thank you.